What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amish Space Station. And I hope everybody is doing very, very well today. All right. So let's get ready to get started. So first, before we begin, I am uploading a video over on my library. So I'm going to do another video, and I think I'm going to do it today. So definitely want to see it. It's extremely important. I can't upload it here. They'll take it down. So that'll happen. Hey, Michael. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining. And I hope you are well today. All right. So the first thing I wanted to address the trolls here. There are a couple of trolls. In a popular vote, all of the trolls will be instantly kicked out of here. That's actually what I'm going to do. To the other troll that was here asking about the Polaris challenge, I have decided, after receiving a very mean email from you, that you're not worth my time to do any kind of challenges. Also, I'm not a child, so I don't really do those little challenges. Little bird box challenge, little Polaris challenge, because there is no disputing the truth about our reality. All right. So if you want people to do challenges, you have to learn how to speak in a respectful way and respect people. But the problem with these evil individuals is that they have no respect for humans, and they have no respect for anything, not even themselves. Especially as an individual who has triple the amount of videos that I have, you work very hard at putting out false information to as many people as you possibly can. So if you do show up here, you get banned and blocked instantaneously. Because I'm not going to have the show disrupted with your nonsense about Polaris or anything like that. An ultimatum has already been given. Make water stick to the outside of a spinning ball. You cannot do it. That's the end of it. Anyway, before we start, there's a couple other things I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about this little strike right here. Apparently, they're shooting a lot of things off or whatever. I have no idea. destroyed some kind of building here. Real, not, I have no clue. I haven't looked into this. And there was something I wanted to say about it real quick before we start. The idea of the military is to inflict damage upon its civilians or another nation's civilians. And the very idea of someone else's military is to inflict damage upon us. And anytime that there's a martial law situation, you find that your own military then is no longer hurting anyone else. They have turned their attention on you as your own citizen. And we've seen time and time and time again, which is why I'm doing a video on Dresden, because over 300,000 to 500,000 people were killed in one place, okay? Not to mention Hamburg and the other places. That's why this information is really important, okay? So that we don't, that way we know. So if these people over here, if they're tired of this, they know what they need to do. Just launching and launching and launching supposedly all these little missiles or explosives or planting, whatever. Blowing regular people up, doing whatever you want to do. If you're tired of this, you know what you have to do. Okay? You know what you have to do. Because I've almost become numb to this nonsense of them doing these things. I was looking at other people and other people, you know, their channels, they're, you know, just moderately awake individuals. They're like, not woke, of course, but they're like, oh yeah, they're saying that they're bombing civilians. And I don't think so. And I don't, well, what do you think happened over in Afghanistan? What did the U.S. military do to all the women and children over there? How many? Over 1 million? Yeah. And then they turn around. I mean, I've actually had it with a lot of truthers. I have had it. I seen another guy just do a show, really got on my nerves, made me really mad. So I decided to leave him a piece of my mind on there. That's why I get called a troll, because they think I'm trolling, but I'm not. I'm expressing my anger and frustration with their lies. It said that in a report, Russia releasing clones, trying to clone. This is the reports that they're putting out. Russia, I can't even say this with a straight face, is going to try and clone an army of 3,000-year-old warriors. So what's wrong with you people? You know, I'm going to call the guy out. It's actually Steven from JWTV, okay? Putting this stupid crap out. So I got really angry with him, okay? And I might call him out, actually. He puts this information out, and he goes, yeah, we don't trust what they say on the news here. But Vladimir just said this, so you know it's true. Really? Really? You idiots just don't seem to understand, do you? You just don't get it. You pick and choose what you want to believe, I suppose. Russia, cloning. Yeah, when the government says that there's aliens, you come right out and you believe it. When the government says that there's some kind of crazy thing hurting people all over the world, you fight back and say, no, this ain't happening. Really? What kind of logic is that? There is no such thing as cloning, period, as far as I'm concerned. How can you clone somebody that's age 20 years old, 30 years old? And I really don't care what they try and do. 3,000-year-old warriors. Okay. Use some new age technology on them. I'm sure they'll go down just the same as other ones. What would it really matter? This is the news that these people are deciding to talk about right here on Yahoo. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. And you call yourself a truther? You really call yourself a truther, JWTV? You really call yourself? I don't even know how your stupid channel even got deleted. Same as that guy right over there. What's the dude's name? Dose of Reality, the Mandela guy. How did your channel get deleted? You don't talk about anything. Talk about the stupid Mandela effect. Say this one more time on the Mandela effect. If you all think, okay, that they can change your reality, I don't know why you're here. You might as well not be here, okay? Because they can erase us whenever they want. Why are you here? Why are you trying to learn something? They can just erase you learning it. What are you trying to learn? I'm teaching you something that never existed, right? I mean, that's so crazy to actually think that. Even if, because there's been Mandela effects that have shocked me, even to a certain degree. But my rational thinking, okay, is that I am misremembering. Because quite frankly, how to spell Fruit Loops, I didn't eat the nasty crap to begin with when I was a kid. I don't know how it was spelled. Nor do I care. All right? So, I just wanted to address that. This is the nonsense that truthers are deciding to report on. Now you know. Now you know how bad of a situation that we're in. And real quick, I wanted to say to everybody who's watching the show, listen, you guys have to understand the message that I got from the guy on the last show, the troll that came in here. He said, he called me a moron. He started cussing me out multiple times. He said that I am a cultist, a globe brainwashed cultist because he's part of a death cult. Okay. And he ad hommed me when I simply just asked him a question. If you look at this dude, half of his teeth are missing out of his mouth. Why don't you focus? And the other side of his mouth is rotting. Okay. Why don't you focus on getting yourself some help? That's what I'm talking about. When you guys see me flip out on people, I want you to understand these people are evil. And if they could get their hands on me, who knows what they would actually do? I do not. Listen, when the cops show up, okay, or cops come up to a gang or something like that, they don't set their weapons down, right, and say, hey, can you, bank robbers, please kindly just come out here? And can you also place yourself under arrest for me? And help yourself into my vehicle, please, sir. You know, and can you also give the money you just stole from the bank back? And, you know, can you come out here, please? They're not going to listen. They're going to open fire on you. You understand? So when you're dealing with people, because these guys are criminals, they are criminals. Let's be straight. They are criminals. These little trolls that come in here, they're criminals. Let's be honest. You understand? They are preaching horrible rhetoric to the children of this world. And I'm going to treat them the way that they deserve to be treated. I'm going to chop their heads off when they come in here. You're going to see me get extremely worked up with these individuals on debates. If they show up now, I'm going to kick them out right away. But when I do host some debates, if you guys decide to tune into that, that's where I'm actually going to let loose on a lot of them. Because you got to remember, I know sometimes people watch this and people think that it's harsh. Why are you name calling this globe? Or why are you? They have been calling us names, which I'm about to show you and have been showing you for hundreds of years. Okay, anytime someone talks about the earth, this is their religion. You understand? And they will defend it tooth and nail, or no teeth. In you know, in this last guy's case. Okay. They deserve no mercy. Do not have mercy for the devil. Okay? Please. Also, since there's like a few people in here, I want to tell you guys something. Check this out. Because I'm trying to work for Mode in RNA, I was looking to fill out my application for this company because I'm trying to work for them. So this is the website for the company. So I was like, okay, I want to work for you guys and everything. So I looked up, you know, where to fill out my application because I couldn't seem to find it. So now that I couldn't find it, I went here to see if I could, you know, search for it. So I went over into their patents and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I can't find what I'm looking for. So, let's hit Control F. It's for find. This is how we find things, right? So I was like, okay, let's search, because I'm trying to work for this company, Mode and RNA. I'm trying to work for them. And I decided what I was doing. I was typing in an application and I misspelled it. And I started typing in CRIS. I guess like crispy chicken was on my mind. And I just misspelled it. And all of a sudden, this came up. And I was like, wow, what is this? This CRISPR stuff. I was like, oh, okay. So I thought this was my application, but it wasn't. All of this CRISPR type of things here in the patent for the Mode. I was like, okay, so this isn't my application screen. And but I'm trying to work for the company. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can find an application through CRISPR, themselves, TX. And right here, it's, gene editing, things like that. And right here, gene editing therapy. So I'm trying to work for this brilliant company because it's saving lives. So here's the gene editing where they edit your genes, and it's amazing. The type of technology that you can actually do. We need to know the future of our gene editing. And so that wasn't my application. So what I did also here, I was like, oh, heck, I can't find it. So I was like, oh, but sometimes I talk out loud. So what I did was I typed in heck, and I was like, on accident. And I had searched for it, and I found like right here. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. So it actually has some heck. And I'm like, okay. Oh, crap. What the heck? So I looked that up, and I found that this is the heck for the 293, and taken from a female fetus, the embryonic kidney cells. That's what's grown here. So all in all, I got frustrated with Mode RNA, and I wasn't able to fill out my application for this company. But I did find out a little bit of the work that goes into how they're saving our lives with all of these things, and all of the babies and all of the editing that goes into keeping you guys alive. Okay, so I'll go back to them and figure them out someday. Let's see what happens. Hey, Dodge. Hey, Amish, 10:30 p.m. here in England, Berkshire. Keep up. Hey, I'll tell you that UK assembly was amazing. That is solidarity. Travis Jones just did a video on that. And yeah, that's how you do it. So the US can actually learn a little bit from England. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. So yeah, but if anybody wants to fill out any applications or anything right here, Mode and then RNA, of course, and TX, and fill out your application here and start looking into all the information inside. Brilliant company. Absolutely brilliant. So let's get into it. I'm taking bets. Let's see what happens with the video. Anyway, I found a few more newspapers that I wanted to share with everyone today, and also give an update on my history. I am going to get to the history. Some of the history we can't talk about, similar to what's happening right now with the Bureau building getting bombed, and why it's getting bombed, and the whole reason for all the nonsense and things that you can't really say. So, but when I work out the kinks, I will go back in and get that up and going. So I love the history. I'm actually captivated with the history. Heard and seen. Let's talk about this one. This one was pretty interesting. This is from 1922. Is the earth flat? Dear Bill, we are taught that the earth is round. We have no way of knowing except to follow what the scientists say, right? Like today. So far as my mundane affairs are concerned, it makes no difference. Actually, my friend, let me interrupt you. It makes all the difference in the world, because even if to you it doesn't prove a creation, it still proves that someone has lied about something. And that's why it's important. But I am getting all balled up about the whole thing. Between reading the declarations of Voliva, still we're going on him, of Zion City, which is in Illinois, I believe, that the earth is positively flat. And W.J. Bryan, that we are not descended from apes. I mean, didn't Eric Dubay say that too? There's a lot of people that said that. I don't know where I stand. Oh, really? Really, man? I'm sorry, guys. I can't read this without it sometimes expressing the nonsense and the stupidity and people's inability to use their own brain. Oh, I don't know where I stand. I want to believe I come from a dirty, nasty monkey. I want to believe that. Even if we did, wouldn't it be better to just not even compare yourself to low IQ, animalistic, primal type of primitive, rather, animals? Why do you want to be an animal? This actually shows, a little look into people's minds sometimes. I don't know where I stand. Voliva quotes the Bible to show that the earth is flat, and Brian relies upon it to prove that Darwin was imbued with imagination. Can't we settle this thing in the old column, the only real forum the people have? I just suppose the earth is flat hold on. Just suppose the earth is flat after all. What are we going to do about it? The thing ought to be settled. And I agree. It should. There are thousands of cake eaters and flappers all over the world who are living in their sweet lives under the impression that the earth is round. Yeah, it's strange. If they are being deceived, it's terrible. That's all. They should know the real truth. Are there not among your contributors many bright minds who will tell us just what the flappers do think on this subject? Professor X. They put these things up here, and it's like they never, they want this thing to never end. That's why there's so many trolls in Flat Earth, because they want this to never end. They want the pose, this makes perfect sense here. And they want to pose the question and put it up here and act like it's just never going to get settled. Oh, it's settled. It is settled. It is settled. This was very interesting. This is from 1914 or whatever. This one I read that was very interesting. This is a clipping that I had to show you from 1915. And yeah, sure, the earth is flat. The Satetics is sort of a one-man cult with headquarters at Boston. Their principal belief is that the earth is flat, and a book has been written by the head of the society to prove the contention. But it ought not to require a book. Any long-haired man's word for it ought to be quite enough. Besides, that belief is older than the theory or fact that the earth is round, or nearly so. We are taught early in school, yes we are, that people know that the earth is round. They're still saying these same words 100 years later. Because men have sailed around it. Oh, yes, they have. They have circumnavigated the earth from east to west. Anybody? North to south? I got money for you. And because we can see the shadow of the earth during eclipses and we look up at the moon, because that's how you measure earth. You look up in the sky and measure Polaris challenge. Idiot. Hopefully, no, that's not you guys on here telling me to take this challenge. I'm not doing this challenge, okay? This is retarded, okay? Eclipses, and the shadow is round. Yeah, it's round, like the shadow of a ball. So a sphere and a circle apparently are two different things, or two of the same thing. Sorry. Hey, Rashad, how are ya? How are ya? Thank you for tuning in. Hey, all the new people, if you guys didn't get to check out the beginning of this stream, I put out some very important information at the beginning. So definitely look at the first 15 minutes. I put out some information, and I put the link up for you to be able to find it yourself and put your applications in for the mode RNA. Like the shadow of a ball, but the Zetetics take no stock in such arguments. They say, look at it and see it for yourself. See for yourself whether the earth is flat. We have. It looks flat to me. It's kind of like my water and stuff. All right. And we've looked, and it looks flat. So does everything else that we look at, if we have not imagination, why, if the earth were round, we'd fall off it every time it turns over? Yeah. Besides, look at it. Doesn't it look flat? We are familiar with the argument of the ascetics in all walks of life. So if we'd fall off the edge, then here's my question. Why do we have gas pressure? Right? So apparently they haven't looked at it from all walks of life. All right, Rashawn. I'll check that out. Hey, David. We hear it continually by people who look without being able to think. Closely akin to the ascetics are the what's the users. Their vision is not broad enough for them to discover the curves. Oh my God, this is the first time I've read the whole thing through. So this is like a live reaction. Their minds, their vision is not broad enough for them to discover the curves of the earth. Wow. New to the channel, Mr. Fishone777. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy. I appreciate you guys sharing your time with me. Everything is dead level to them. Shout out to Eric Dubé. Level. If you haven't seen the film, check it out. As to the Boston cult, God, this is so mean. So, someone proposes a great undertaking, looking far into the future, and the question is asked by the people who see flat. What's the use? An unselfish man arises in the community and proposes a great benefaction to the sea-flatters. God, let's not bring that word back. Wow. So they got flurfers, flats, flattists, sea-flatters. God. I mean, wow. Now you guys know why I will attack these trolls without any remorse. Do not feel sympathy toward the devil, okay? Don't feel sympathy for the devil. Just don't. They're pure evil. Decided to bring their cult, their death cult, over here to troll me. And the sea flatters want to know what he expects to get out of it. Oh, there is room in the world for this new cult, and we believe its membership will greatly increase. If they will include life as well as Earth in their belief of flatness, we can nominate 100 prominent citizens as eligible to membership. For to them, life is not only flat, but stale and unprofitable. Wow. That is pretty rough. So yeah, you guys, see, I'll explain what your problem is. Okay, everybody listening here, here's your problem. Your vision is not broad enough for you to be able to see the Earth's curve. You understand? That's why you guys think it's flat, because your vision just ain't broad enough. God. Like I said, I've been to Mars. I've been there. I cook steak there. I don't care what you guys say. I know. Non-extremists, welcome. Make sure to check out I'm a Space Station Music. Would love if you could post some more. Actually, I have a new song that has so much hateful speaking in it that I can't release it here. So I'm going to put it out on Odyssey, and I'm going to make a new video probably right after this stream. So if you guys check this out and leave me some comments on there, let me know what you think. The video is called Magnetic North. And it's not what you think, but it is a very fun song. And I want to put that out. And the music video for my new Flat Earth song is almost done. And it is really, really awesome. I had a lot of fun doing it. So you guys have to check that out, please. But this one is going up in a couple hours. Okay. And thank you for the shout out there. I'll definitely be uploading more. I got a few. I'm doing I want to do a, kind of like a different type of album. I want to do one where I'm playing guitar. I'm actually going to start uploading shorts. So I'm going to set up like with the guitar, get a nice tone going. And I'm going to do like minute-long shorts where I actually put a song together, like play an acoustic type, or it'll be electric. And I'll, put up maybe a Flat Earth proof on each song while I play a quick minute-long song from guitar. Trolls get kicked straight out. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm doing. They're instantly. I'm waiting for them to show back up. Let them show back up. I'm going to treat them like that movie. What was it? 1986. It came out. That little troll pretending to be a little kid, turning people into pods and crap. I'm going to barbecue them. We don't like them here. All genres. That's the crazy thing. I wanted to really be an artist. And I had problems with it because I am everywhere. I'm everything. I listen to all forms of music, and that's how I was able to incorporate it in different ways. So I've done a lot of experimental music, a lot of rock, a lot of metal, a lot of hardcore, even jazz to blues. And I had to learn classical. I learned classical piano. And all these different things. And there was no way, even hip hop and stuff. That's what normally I do. So this is kind of like a weird popish type of hip hop song that I'm going to be releasing, Magnetic North. And it's pretty rough, but I think you guys will like it. I think you'll be rolling around on it. I know like hip hop isn't for everybody. And rock isn't for everybody. And the music I'm going to make now, when I do this, it's going to be a real slow type of acoustic style of album that I'm going to put together. And it's really not, I don't know. It's an experimental album. So it's completely different. So it will be interesting. I think you guys will like it. Some people might not. And I understand. There's just little parts inside of you sometimes where you're like, you have to, you got to do it sometimes. So signed up to Odyssey last night. Just gave you a follow. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah. I'm really going to start uploading some stuff over there. And I got a couple more newspapers I want to show you guys. Okay. Dude, don't worry about the name calling. It's all projection. Hot air means nothing to us. It's their soul. That's they hurt. Exactly. I know what you mean. They have to share their pain topside. They have to share their pain. Awesome, dude. Love to hear some of your stuff. I grew up on hip hop. Yeah. Mainly it's going to be hip hop. If you guys like a little bit of it's not going to be like the hip hop you hear on the radio. No mumble rap crap. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So it's all conscious music. It's all going to be informational music. It's all going to be, science type of music. And this is a this one, Magnetic North, is really, I'm calling out, everything I want to call out. I'm speaking freely on there. It's pretty rough. Like I'm nervous about uploading it on YouTube because of that. And I've uploaded some questionable stuff on here. I don't think I can upload, but you guys will like it. All right, let's check this out. One elephant, 6 wise, blind men. I think this is a strange thing to say. You know why? Because like the Bird Box thing, when you don't watch TV, you end up being more wise when you cover your eyes. And when you watch old films, they depict the blind as being wise because they're not influenced by the lies of the sight. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. That's the dumbing down of society. Anytime you listen to music and they're talking like they have marbles in their mouth and crab, Get out of here with that crap. Mumble rap. Whoever invented that, send them over to my house. I got a nice choking and a short stick I'm going to borrow from Quantum Eraser. They get hit with the short stick. Know what I mean? They get hit with the short stick. Then Quantum Eraser calls them crayon munchers. He said one time, "You like crayons?" In a debate. All right. First impressions are wrong nearly always. Men lived on Earth far more than 100,000 years, taking it for granted that it was flat. See, I think this is some of the stuff that Travis Jones mentioned. If you guys haven't seen his latest video, he went in for about 2 hours. People start influencing the truth and they muddy the truth, okay? Like how Snowden was talking about, nano machines and things like that. And then, if they're shooting you with it, or if it's in the dust or in the air, why would they do that? Or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of it does. And I just showed you guys some of the stuff that's in it. So so check out the first 15 minutes of the stream. There are even men today who will say to you, "What is the use of talking? I know the earth is flat. Don't I see it?" We say that to trolls, we say that to trolls, but that's because they're trolls. We say to other people, "Hey, why do you think Earth is a globe? What's your biggest proof? And how can I prove to you that it's not?" And we have civil conversations with people. There are hundreds of kinds of human beings on Earth. Yeah, sure. I thought there was one. I thought there was human beings. I thought that was it. You mean there's different kinds of humans? Well, I'm wrong. Sorry. I'm a space station. Completely wrong. I lied. There are two kinds of humans. There are the evil. I almost said it. There are creatures here that look like humans, but they do heinous things. And they like the main genre of music called D-pop. Okay? And then there's humans. All right? So there's two kinds, but not hundreds. So technically, I was more than half right. I was 99% right. Each believes that he knows what God is, what he does, what he thinks, what he wants, and how he punishes with viruses. And among the 100 kinds of believers, because nothing is based on knowledge anymore, and not even then, each will tell you that he is going to be saved. Hashtag Russian vids. Hey, Eric Dubé, listen, man, I can't save your soul. I'm trying to save your soul because your soul is going straight to hell, Eric, because I'm Russian vids. And if you deny Christianity, you need to be burned at the stake, Eric, because I'm Russian vids. And my mind is, I can't see the curve. Hundreds of kinds of believers which will tell you that he is going to be saved and to have the pleasure of seeing the 99 others burned forever. Oh, I didn't even read that. And there it is. I just told you. Even when I'm joking, the things I say come right out in these. Okay, I skimmed over this top part. I didn't even read this before I started this stream. And I just mentioned burned, and there it is right here. It's amazing. I know you guys can't see me right now. Like, I'm trying to get a camera together. I'll be setting up if these streams continue to hold up. But I'm actually looking at the comments while I'm talking. So it's like... I didn't even look at this. It's amazing. And yeah, that's how they feel. They want you burned when you don't have the same belief as them. That's how they work. Study and mistrust yourself. Prove all things. At best, you cannot prove, for life is short. The universe in which we live is gigantic. I'm sure it is, isn't it? Our minds are feeding. Is that feeding? Sorry, I can't read that. Our eyes. Even our telescopes deceive us. That's a lot of truth in this, isn't it? Oh, it definitely is constreamous, non-constreamous. And we must leave the world with 90%. It's weird. Percent's one word, right? Of all that we see, a mystery. Telescopes deceive us, and we must leave the world with 90% of all we see as a mystery. I'm not leaving the world with that. I refuse to leave the world with 90% being a mystery. I would rather leave the world trying to unveil this mystery before I allow it to be a mystery and leave here, you know? At least we should do our best to understand. There it is right there. See, I was just talking. There it is. There it is. I'm going to do just what I just said. This is amazing. It's amazing. They're saying exactly what I'm saying. It's amazing. At least we should do our best to try to understand the percent that is within mind's reach. Okay, within mind's reach. Fine. I think it's all within mind's reach. Only a little, really, can we know at best. If the 6 blind men in this picture suddenly recovered sight, they would see the elephant, which they would see the elephant. Each would laugh at the mistakes of the 5 others. Charitably overlooking his own mistakes, each would say, I see it all now, especially from Antarctica. But they would see only part. Is it one part? Oh, only a part. Sorry, it was covered up. They would not see, could not imagine the story of the elephant's evolution from a single cell living in the water to a gigantic creature made up of endless millions of cells. Okay, here's where it starts getting crazy. Living in the water. Apparently, this is something to do with evolution. This is exactly what Travis Jones said. This is what they do. They're like, yeah, you need to try and figure out the world, and then they make the world bigger so that you can't figure it out. They say, hey, research this and research how an elephant started as a tadpole. That's how they keep you screwed. That's how they keep you screwed. Right there. If the 6 blind men saw the elephant, they could not see in its trunk what it really is in relation to the shorter, flexible nose of the tapir. A distant, this is an animal, a distant cousin of the anteaters. Okay, we're done. We're done. I have no talk of evolution here. There's only one man in existence that has ever evolved slightly from an ape. And he's a bear now. His name is Owen Benjamin. Knuckle Dragon. There's only one man. And one is not enough proof of that. Sorry. Voliva, by the way, this is the last one. Voliva was everywhere. This dude started some problems teaching kids in Illinois. Can you believe this guy? He had the audacity to teach kids that the earth was actually flat. What's wrong with him? He should be burned, I say. Burn him at the stake, right? Cultists of pagans. He teaches the earth is flat. Wilbur Volva, overseer of the city of Zion and successor to our old friend, the late John Doe, who is busy these days fighting the attempts of residents of Zion to remove him from power. Looks as though Wilbur was riding to a fall. Amazing, 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 amazing. Stuff is awesome. Stuff is so awesome. Stuff is so amazing. Never heard about any of this stuff. The newspapers now look like this. Oh God, they won't even let you even write an article that has the word flat and earth within the same paragraph. Because people could put those words together. We don't want that. We don't want cultism coming back. Oh man. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I am going to do some history, and I want to do Dresden, but I like talking about it so much too, because, hey, Ken, blind people are pretty good at seeing with their fingers. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Actually, you know, honestly, I wanted to see that picture again since you mentioned it. That was something I wanted to see. Oh, I see. I wasn't reading what they were saying. So this one says this is a spear. Sorry. Hello, Rupa. Says this is a spear. But the thing is that he never seen a spear. So that is a false equivalence, I believe. If he's blind, he never seen a spear. So it's only what he's been told. He's never seen a pan. He's never seen a tree. And he's never seen a wall. So if this is moving while the elephant is breathing, right? How can it be a wall? It's a snake. Where's the head? It's a spear. Why is it attached to the head and moving? It's a pan. I'm not even going to go into that. It's a tree. Why is it walking around? So, I don't know. I have no idea. Blind people are smart enough to touch more than a small part. Exactly. All of these are for, trying to show you that you can't trust any of your senses. The same thing they do now, saying that the earth is actually a spinning ball, but you can't feel it. The earth is curved, but you can't see it or measure it. And climate change is happening, but it's just going to take 2 million years for it to truly happen, but it could happen in 2 years. So we need to act like, it's now. It's all to screw with your emotions, all of it. Trying to make people look dumb, things like that. So it amazes me. It does. But I am going to put together some history streams, and I'm actually going to talk about all of the cities that were bombed here, and I'm also going to show like the pictures, and I don't have the website that I was actually looking at, but I'm actually going to be doing some Tartarius stuff too, and I'm going to do some of the Tartarius stuff. This is apparently bodies that were piled up here and lit on fire, and people, this is what the military is about. So all of the patriots and all the people, listen, look, I don't know if there's military individuals here. But I am going to say this, okay? And this is not to offend you. I'm not trying to offend you whilst we look at these horrific, heinous war crime. But let me explain something. I understand that people have done different things, and they've, they believe they're fighting for a just cause. But if you're in the military, you are a murderer and a rapist. That's what you are. That's what you do. That's what you've been trained to do. And real truthers like myself, we don't back down from anybody. Could you imagine being in this city? God. The acid rain of the 80s didn't hurt wildlife nearly as bad as today's. Yep, exactly. Stratospheric aerosol injections, that's how they roll. That is how they roll. But I'm going to tell you guys the history also on Dresden, on Hamburg, and we're going to watch some old films. And actually, I got some. Look, I'm going to try to come back maybe an hour before I started this one tomorrow. And we are going to do some, the next stream is going to be from the 1800s. And we're going to be watching some videos from the 1800s. And I think that's what I'm going to try and do tomorrow. So I want you guys to tune in for that. I think it's going to be really fun watching that. Definitely tune in. This is how well these structures were built, that even 33, I think it's 3,300 tons that were dropped here. You know what was weird too? The air of this, with the firestorms from this place, I don't know what was up, but some of these bodies and these skeletons have hair on them. And I don't understand why they have hair. I think there was a gas attack too. Okay, this Tartarian infrastructure. I'm from the old world, guys. I have my I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas on how the Tartarian Empire was actually like? I'm pretty sure people who put this stuff together, I really think that, you know, the individuals that were like, you know, societies, the secret societies and stuff, they might have actually gotten their hands on some technology, and pretty much that's what happens. You know, us as individuals, we want to live our lives in peace, right? And we want to barter with each other, trade with each other, and we want to, you know, be ourselves. Here's the problem. You have to watch what your neighbor is doing, because if you don't, they're going to poison your well. You have to watch the technology they're building, because they're going to end up blowing up your house when you've never seen a bomb before, because they're screwing around. So you have to watch what evilness is happening. See what I'm saying? So if the whole world was one organization, right, and an evil cult came into that world, and they gained enough power and used this technology in crazy ways, okay, because these look machine built. These look machine built. I don't care what anyone says. I'm 100%, I believe 100%, okay, that they had technology to build this. And I don't know, why wouldn't you have robots building your structures for you? They can do it, right? Why not have robots building your houses? Why not have, you know, build to help humanity, not against humanity, right? I mean, I have no idea what, you know, it's just so interesting though. But there is a way to find out. You see what I'm saying? YouTube channel Mr. Sensible was today saying Force the Line is a scam for money. Force the Line, scan. Oh, yeah, Mr. Sensible is? Or is he saying Force the Line is a scam for money? Which one were you saying? Was he saying it was a shill? I don't think those towers were for dirigibles. I have no idea. I've been looking into it a lot, but this old world, every time you look at Dresden, this is the stuff you see. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. You know, I'll tell you guys something too. If I was in the military and I was ordered to do this, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't. This is carpet bombing. This is the crap they were doing right here. This crap. Yeah. I'll tell you. Okay, all right. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Yeah, I agree. All this needs to be banned. Any flying aircraft needs to be banned. Every flying aircraft needs to be banned. Doesn't matter what it is. Anybody trying to, we got stakes. See, here's the thing. Wood was used for a lot more things than building. And we got stakes for people who decide that they want to build airplanes and they want to build airships and they want to drop crap on people's heads. We got stakes. And the thing is that you can hold a hot fire with them. You know, you can roast s'mores. There's a lot of things that wood is good for. And it's sturdy. That way they can't get off of it. Because this is what they like to do to you while you're, God, and this is at night. Every single night they were flying over, dropping bombs, killing people. Oh my God. I can't get over this. I mean, I'm sorry if it's a little bit repetitive. I will stop talking about this soon. I'm sorry, but I can't get over this. There's been so many atrocities. I cannot get over how this could have happened. I can't get over it. So it's just amazing. It's really, really evil stuff. Look at this beautiful, beautiful tower. So look at this stuff, man. It's amazing. David says a direct measurement. There's nowhere to run. They can't hide behind optics and refraction. Right. I don't know. The fires get high enough, they can claim that you never know. I got a place for evil. They said that when the Nazi soldiers ran to the Americans, they thought that the Americans would recognize how hard they fought and greet them with open arms. And a lot of times they took a huge machine gunnery, disarmed them, and put them on against the wall. So that's how they were met. 300 of them at a time in some cases. Ken says it's sickening hearing people thank soldiers and cops for their service. And yep, it really is. This is heroes here, right? This look like heroes? Absolutely amazing. Can't believe they would do such a thing. Pure evil, guys. Pure evil. Absolutely pure evil. I'd like to do a government database search on Dresden. You know, what do you guys think? I had to type in this. I had to type in Earth is flat. But I'd actually like to do a government search to actually see if they had any, see what the newspapers were saying. Can you guys still hear me? Am I coming in clear? I don't know if this is going to work. Rashan says, only us ladies have curves. I would agree. Highly. Because, oh, right, thank you. Because everybody I've seen to see in, sorry about that. Everybody I seem to see on the television don't have them, but they have long hair. As Mag would say, drag on. Drag on. Modern industrial wars calls from our dependence and blind obedience to technology itself. Psychopaths in charge. Doesn't help either. 100% correct. Rajan. Am I saying your name right? Is it Rajan or Rajan? The math NASA claims does not check out. Then there's buoyancy. Exactly. You know, the funny thing is, I've let people know a lot about this, that I want my tax money back from NASA. I want my tax money back from NASA. And they don't seem to understand any of this. You know, when they make these so-called life changing gateway breakthroughs, whether that's so-called Mars or whatever, even if Mars was real and it wasn't violating the second law of thermodynamics, they wouldn't take us. They wouldn't even tell us about it. Why is there the need to ever support NASA? Why? And the truth is, everyone in NASA still talks about Newtonian gravity. They say gravity brings things down, yet helium balloons rise. They try not to talk about buoyancy too much. So you can set an anvil in liquid mercury and it'll float. But if you do that in water, it won't. I don't know if I even want to see this yet, because it's probably going to make me really angry. Night bombing. I don't know. I'll check that out off stream. See if I can do enough for a show. Anyway, Odyssey seems to be very hard to find sometimes, but I figured it out. I'm on there and stuff. They said that I don't know if anybody knows anything about this. They said you can link your account to. I just want to make sure that if I upload something on Odyssey, that it's not going to upload on YouTube if I link this account. Because, and also I want to make sure that if they delete my YouTube, they're not going to delete my Odyssey as well if you link them. So I'd rather not link them. And I want all of my uncensored material over there on Library, LBRY, or Odyssey. And I want everything else here. If the Earth is oblate, why isn't the shadow on the moon oblate? I know why. Listen, dodge this. I know why. Gravity, duh. God, it's gravity. Look, I'm the smartest guy in the world. You guys just don't know it, okay? Look, the reason flat earthers exist is because of gravity, okay? It doesn't matter. The reason that Earth is spinning is because of gravity. Don't you guys understand this? The reason there's black holes is because of gravity, and aliens are because of gravity. It's all because of gravity, all right? The reason that there's no such thing as buoyancy is because there's gravity. So you don't have to have buoyancy when there's gravity. You can just make it up. You guys don't understand, man. God, flat earthers are just they just don't want to go along with anything. God. Haven't you guys heard already? Like, stop thinking for yourself. This is amazing. Some amazing stuff. There was one more thing that I wanted to, David. There was one more thing that I did want to mention, but it has escaped my mind. Oh, I remember. So this is really important here. I'm going to wrap it up with this. They are in DC, and they're starting to raise the mask mandates. I have no clue what's going on or why they're raising these mask mandates. But as I have said here, I think that people are going to get blamed if people get sick, that it's my fault because I have not worn a mask. Or I haven't done that, and I haven't gotten the, sleevers, and they're going to blame it on me and you, and they're going to try and probably round us up, just judging from how they destroy people in Dresden and how they destroy people in Afghan. They do stuff like that. I wouldn't hold it past them to round up people. And I don't know why they're starting to lift this, because the thing is that I don't want to sound like I don't want it to lift, but I want, this is the line. This is one of our only chances here to expose the evil for what it is. And I think that if everything starts going back to normal, everybody's going to be like getting conditioned, right? They're going to get conditioned. And, when we have another one, they're going to say, oh, it's time to lock down again, right? And the climate agenda comes back. There's so many ways they can run this, right? So many ways. I agree. I think they may. And I'm seeing a lot of people becoming radicalized. I just had to get in a fight. It was a really bad fight, too, with a family member. And because they keep calling me, trying to convince me that I need this godsend on my sleeve in order to live. And I've already explained, if you guys are new and you guys haven't heard yet, at the beginning, I showed some extremely important information regarding this here. And if you guys want to check that out, check it out. Okay. First 15 minutes, I'll show you how to fill out your application so that you can work for Mode and RNA. I got into a fight with them because I don't like people asking me to do this. I don't want people asking me to do this. I will become very hostile toward people who don't respect my right to choose, myself. Okay. What I want I'm trying to be careful what I say, because I really don't want any attachment, because, I'm trying to test the limits of what I'm able to do here in Ontario, you can't buy new clothes and many other things. Yep. Yep. I know. I know. I know. I know. Uh, are you from are you from there actually? Like, are you on the ground there? Yeah, Canada has been going crazy. Um, there was also something really, really weird. I don't know if you guys seen this, but the vaccine passports .gov and .org and .net and all that was all registered in 2016, I think, on the same day. So if you guys want, y'all can look that up and research that. They say mass cut down on flu and right. It you know what the real problem is? I want everybody educated on it. I think this is our time now to all become unified on what is actually on what we need to do and how we're going to continue forward. Because if we allow everything to go back to normal the way that it is now, our children are going to grow up still scared, and there's a lot of things that's going to happen, and we don't want that to happen. So no, I don't want these lifted. I want my world to be free. That's what I want, and I'm not going to accept anything else until then. Till then. Oh, really? Holy crap. Oh, well, you should email me, my friend, because I would love to have some chats with you about that. And you know, I really would. I'd like to see what it looks like on the ground there. I look all over the place to get information. When do you think they will change the narrative to 21, 23? You know, there's some really serious. I don't know. I've seen some very strange things. I decided to take a look at Netflix and see what's on the trending, and it's just so much nonsense being programmed into that from robots or AI or technology or this or that, and it's so annoying. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it looks like. It's oh, here too. That's why I say I don't want people going back thinking. Basically, they just lifted it here for DC, Maryland, this whole side here. They're getting really relaxed, and at my job, they're sending out these surveys, and I'm not liking it because I really think that it's actually illegal. I'm pretty sure it is because you're not supposed to be asking people about medical information. Period. From a business. You know what I'm going to ask them? I'm going to ask them, does your insurance cover individuals who get sick from you know what? And then I'm going to change my answer to yes, I am grabbing that. And I might have myself an accident and I might get a lot of money. How about that? Since you're asking. So they're saying, oh yeah, we're just taking a survey. We're trying to see if we can stop people from, if we're able by the mandates to take off our masks now in the building. If enough people are, safe. If enough people have been marked safe. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. We want to see. I don't think that's why. I think it's they want to find out how many people are going to quit if they make it mandatory. That's what they're doing. And it's illegal. 100%. I asked them if they believe in evolution, and they say, where were vaccines? And evolution was going on survival of the fittest. Right. We've been fine for thousands. Yeah, they don't understand any of that. They just don't get it. I don't know why people just don't understand any of that. I looked through at all of, I don't know if you guys seen this. Oh my God, I can't type. What is happening to me? Right here. List of epidemics. Right here. Spanish flu, Antoine plague, smallpox, 1200 Babylon, plague of Athens, 412 BC epidemic, Antoine plague again, plague of Shiro, Japanese smallpox, 746, first plague, Black Death, sweaty sickness, influenza of 1510. I thought it said Coriolis. We got that plague right now. Coccolity, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I'm not even trying to pronounce it correctly. Pronouncing it correctly is an insult to people with the brain. Influenza 1557. Yeah. Yep. History of it. Chile, 1561, 1582, 1596, 1592, 1600, 1603, 32, 34, 37, 77, 1700, 1713, 1730, 50, 90, 100. Just keeps going. Yellow fever, bubonic, yellow fever, typhus, cholera, smallpox, bubonic, yellow fever, bubonic, cholera, influenza, measles, cholera, smallpox. It's driving me insane. I'm up. I've had it. Done. Had it with it. This is why I spaz on people. This is why I flipped out on my own family. I don't play those games. Anybody who comes to me in face-to-face, it's the same thing. I'm going to yell at you. And you're not going to do anything about it. You'll have the worst day of your life if you touch me. MSM here and England are pushing the Indian Yeah. Those Indians, man. Listen, they popped up with arrows and shot and killed so many people. So many of the nice whiter people, I guess I'll call them, because that's the narrative with the black captain of 1492 Christopher Columbus with the black captain, and yet he was racist against the black people. And then it was like black Indians that were from America, but really they're India, and they're not those same Indians. They're different. And yeah, pretty much what ended up happening is from Christopher Columbus. I'm sure that's why the variant is there, Dodge. I mean, I pretty much explained it to you. I mean, that was it. So if I were you, I would blame Christopher Columbus at this point, because that's just how stupid the rest of this world is now at this point. And you know what? Oh, yeah. Just as the easing on the lot. Yes. That's why I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. You win. You won this chat. You're the king of this chat right now. That's the best answer. You won that. You killed it. You are correct though. And you did just kind of open my mind a little bit. That's probably why they're lifting this, because yeah, something crazy could be coming. This ain't over. Oh, this is not over. I would be a fool to say that this is over. I sent an email, but I don't think it was to you though, to see if you were from. Yeah, you did. I'll get in touch with you. We'll chat it up after this live stream. I was going to tell you to go to my channel. My partner and I uncovered the quartz. Will do. Okay. All right. Right on your. Okay. I will. I'll do that. I'll sub you. I'll check that out. If you're all right with me, if it's really good info, I'll bring it up on my next stream. But yeah, let's chat it up. I'll be free for a little bit tonight. But yeah, I do think that something crazy is coming. You guys believe this? This is just it won't stop. It won't stop. It really won't stop. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? I hope that you are well. Thank you for joining. Everybody new? Shout out again. There is, in the first 15 minutes of this, I put out some important information about how to get an application and find ingredients. So if you want to check that out, I say some really strange things in the beginning of this video, first 15 minutes. Check it out. Yeah, but this is going to keep going. This measles, this Ebola, yellow fever, all this stuff. We're currently still dealing with this pandemic now. So it is awful. I walked outside and seen someone drop dead. I don't have footage of it, but trust me, it happened. All right. Thank you for joining, David. I really appreciate that. I'm actually wrapping up the stream now. I really appreciate it. Sorry for it being so late. I meant to go an hour earlier, and I had some trouble. I did. I had some problems arise today. So sorry about that, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty consistent. So But thank you guys for joining, and I hope everything is well. You guys need to get a hold of me. I'm Space Station Proton. Contact me. Feel free anytime. And I work a lot, but I will try and get back with you. I just linked everything to my phone so that I could talk back and forth with people a little bit quicker. So, you know, Dodge says history shows the market has always crashed in September. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. Honestly, we could find ourselves, aliens could be on their way here from the second law of thermodynamics violation. So they could be on their way here. And at the same time, the market could be crashing. And at the same time, they could start a whole World War III. And at the exact same time, martial law all over the world. I mean, you never know what these people are doing. At the same time, there could be a Shishiwakahulu variant. And you guys might think that that's fake, but trust me. Okay? I'm not going to show you proof of the Shishiwakahulu, but it exists. You understand? And you don't want that to come out. Trust me, I've seen it. It's restrained now, but if it does and it all crashes, there could be a huge, chaotic. So definitely get what you need. Become independent. Don't be scared of this crap. Okay? Don't fear it, but be independent. Definitely be independent. Yeah, thank you. A new song shout out to everybody. That is, I'm going to work on that tonight and try and put that out. But the main song is going to be the music video. It's almost ready. So that's probably going to be on the 16th tomorrow. Actually, I get what I need for it. So I might actually get to release. I didn't know today was the 15th. I hope it's the 15th. Rashawn said, my mom told me Amish think most of us non-Amish are heathens. A few weeks ago, I said, well, Mom, they're all right. Yes. Yep. I agree. She's a farm girl. Okay. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I do. I think we do need to get back to the roots. Oh, we can go. Dodge is going with me to the to Mars. I can't go. Listen, we are going to Mars. I can't go back to the moon. Now, I can't go back there with you, Dodge. We can go to Mars, but I can't go back to the moon because we recently had a fire here at the station and we lost the technology. And look, I do this for free. I don't get paid enough to build that technology, and it's just going to be a pain to build it, to go back again. So we can't go there, but we can go to Mars. So everybody be on the lookout for that. We got the full spacesuits. It's coming. All right. Shut down those flat earthers. My heart sank when I researched Dresden. I said, oh my God, Germany is the PTB blueprint. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Here's the thing. It's not just Dresden either. They did that all over Germany. They did the same thing. There's a whole bunch of cities that they did that to. This was not one isolated event at all. It was absolutely horrible. That's why I tell people, they might say, oh yeah, let's go to war with, Osama and them. Let's do this. You don't want another war because they're not going after them. They're going after you. You have no idea. Your military is not going to protect you. They're going to drop the bombs right overhead. You have no idea what's going to happen. That anti-aircraft is sitting right outside of George Soros's house. That's for him. So when they tell you that they actually have anti-aircraft, that's for them. That's not for you. Okay? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I looked up the root word. Yeah. Breakdown, etymology of Satan. And I found that it means the desecration of the mother. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Actually, I have another song. This is, there's a couple songs that I haven't even released yet. And it actually has something to do with that. Where I actually, because I've studied a lot of Satanism. And the thing is that Satanists actually hate females. They absolutely hate females. That is the reason of the blend between, the Baphomet, the right-hand path, the left-hand path. And the thing is that that's what they want. They want you to desecrate yourself. They hate the fact that women can actually bring new life into the world. And they hate women for that. They're envious of women for that, and they hate them for that. That is what they want you to do, is to plan your parenthood in order to stop the population, in order to take the gift that only women can bring to the world, right? take that and have them hinder that. That's what makes them the happiest. That is the truth of Satanism. That's what it's about. I think they deleted my video, but I did a video a year ago called How to Sell Your Soul, and YouTube was not having it. And I went a little bit hardcore back then on YouTube, but it is amazing. But I really actually show people how to actually sell your soul and what it really is to sell your soul. And YouTube literally deleted that off of here. It's that serious. The moon is no longer on the fallen agenda. I agree. What they did was they ran a test to see if they could land a helicopter on Mars. And since that went over perfectly fine, they are going to Mars now, and they're going to show it on TV, I'm sure, because people have allowed them to land a helicopter on Mars. They allowed them to do that. So now that they see that they can do dumb crap like that, now they know. That's the test. That's the test. That's what I was telling people. They're like, oh, we're living in a test right now. We're not living in a test. This is not a test that we're living in at the moment. This is the rollout of what is happening. This is the change of the world. This is the new world switch right here. This is not a test. There was the, I don't have the link to this, okay? But it's COVID passport. I really wanted to show you guys this. I don't have the link. I got to get the link. I'm sorry. I want to show you guys this. Anyway, for the passport, it was all, like I mentioned earlier, they made it in 2016, and they copyrighted all of the .com, .net, .gov, .edu, .fu and everything. They pretty much locked all those domains in 2016. And that was, I thought that was an astonishing breakthrough. I don't know what it is. That's just how much I don't want anything to do with it. I won't have one. But what I want to do, okay, and this is for everybody, all right, I really want to see if I can start working with more people and see if we can actually start making some kind of union together of individuals that are going to inherit the reality of, inherit the earth and inherit the new reality. Because the thing is that I don't know which way this entire thing is going to go. And if this doesn't change the world completely, the next one will. And we heard Mr. Billy Gates say that out of his own mouth. Okay. And I don't put it past these people. So the big thing now that's really important is, I think, to work with people in your community, get to know each other, and to actually build a community. I'm actually considering putting up my own website and working with a couple other truthers and putting up a website that they cannot take down and cannot do anything with. And I kind of want it to be, really high tech or whatever, but have, nice validation on there and communities and stuff where people can actually get together and create something brand new. Because what's happening now, especially with Bitcoin and everything else, we got a really significant problem going on in the world, and they're changing everything so fast that you're only going to have two choices, and you're either going to have to go along with it or you're not. That's it. And if you're not, there's consequences to all of that. So, but I think now, everybody who's in this, who understands this, we need to see if we can get together and support each other and bring support and resistance, because I have no idea what these crazy psychopaths are planning next. And they are starting to clear up the restrictions. So I think we're in for something, and it's coming. I don't think that we've actually seen the height of its madness yet. I think it's almost upon us. So I'm talking with a few people because I want to see about launching a couple lawsuits as well. So that's happening. I'm getting very happy. See, I'm from America, and here in America, right? The nation's built on lies. I don't want you guys judging me. This nation is built on lies. Okay. And the way that you get ahead in life is by taking from others. All right. So, but we're going to Robin Hood them. We're going to Robin Hood the hell out of them. I'm going to say, quite frankly. And what I'm saying by that is I'm going to launch lawsuits if anybody is discriminating against me, since they're starting to decide to say, oh, well, you can take off your mask if you want, buddy. Oh, I can. Okay. So you mean this guy next to me is allowed to walk around without a mask, but I have to wear one inside of your building? Oh, okay. Call up my lawyer so fast. Team of lawyers. I'm going to spend as much money as I possibly can on this. I was visited once, without getting into details. I said, the fate of the world will be Palestine. They looked at me like I had to. Right. Oh, man. Yeah, I wish that I could talk about all that stuff on here openly and freely. I do. It's so ridiculous. Well, where we are now. How did we get here? Anyway, I'm going to cut off the stream, everyone. Exactly, wild man. Exactly. This is how you win. This is how you win. Use it against them 100%. Flip it on them. Okay? So we're just going to go around, We're going to go around. This is going to be a lawsuit happy thing, Everybody needs to understand that here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's see how YouTube feels about this. This is the last thing that I'm going to go, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone. Here we go. What's the that man's name? Cardi. That's it. Cardi B. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Press. I can't show this here because if I show a video of her where her clothes are off, I will get my video taken down. However, she is allowed to walk around, I believe, in this video completely naked. Now, let me explain something to you guys. It is against the guidelines in order for people to show nudity in any way, shape, or form on here, unless it's strictly for educational type of purposes or something like that. Here's the problem. Okay? If I put up something and say that this is art, because I believe truth telling is an art form. So if I say that what I'm doing here is an art form, and I am showing you, the Holocaust information, right? Just as an example, I'm showing an art form here of how I'm telling the truth about what happened. And they say, no, I'm taking you down. That's called discrimination. That is illegal. However, they are allowed to make their own guidelines. But if they don't make it a blank statement across the board, you can sue YouTube on the grounds of discrimination. Discrimination is illegal. Guys, truth tellers' lives matter. Exactly. So that's an example. A lot of truthers don't understand this. You can sue for discrimination. So YouTube better not discriminate against me. I've just about had it with the discrimination. I don't like getting discriminated against. Okay, I'm a protected group. I identify as a spaceman, a scientist, a NASA employee and basher. I can identify whatever. I'm also a fire hydrant, and I'm one of the protected groups as well. I'm also a guy who feels like he could be someone else or something else too, in the back of my mind. So I'm part of the protected groups. Okay. I can also identify as, one of those star people if I want. So yeah, the discrimination thing actually, what's the guy's name? You guys know him, Biden. Biden said, yeah, he's one. He's one of the star people. He feels like a star person. That's what he said. He said, you don't have to be a star person to you don't have to be the same race. You can, to be one. That's what he said. And he said that he is a star person. You can look it up on YouTube. I can't post it because they'll take my video down because I'm not one of the protected groups. But I'm going to claim to be a protected group now. Now, let's see if YouTube wants to start discrimination against me. I want to try and get as many large YouTubers, extremely large ones, not like, you know, these puppet large ones, but people in on, you know, on if they're getting discriminated against, they need to stand up and do something about it. I got to be careful showing that crap. Seeing these guys, man. Look at this. This is so ugly, hideous, disgusting. God, grab your bucket. Anyway, everyone, I'm going to cut it off right there. Oh, last thing. You know what? I'm not going to show you. I'm going to put up a video on my my other network, uncensored, and I'm going to show you guys what it's, you know, what it's doing. But pay attention, watch the whole video. The song's only like 3 minutes long or something. It's a short song. Exactly. Exactly. It's a short song, but stay to the end because I don't think you guys got to see it. So this is confusing a lot of truthers, and I have made my decision on what side that I'm actually on. Yeah. That's the Polaris challenge. Biden already did it. Tell that other troll that his Polaris challenge has been done. It's funny. Oh, God. Anyway, I think I'm going to try streaming again tomorrow, guys. But thank you all for spending some time with me. I really appreciate that here on this Sabbath that was changed 321 AD to the Sunday because the law says so. And the law dictates what God is. You understand? And I appreciate you guys actually spending some time with me and listening to me. You don't have to. And I appreciate it every time. It is greatly appreciated. And it's extremely fun having you guys in here and having people I can actually talk to because I have to deal with the sheep on a daily basis. As of late, I also identify as partially Jesus now because apparently you can identify as anything you want because I'm partially a shepherd. I'm a swiner and a shepherd at the same time because I'm around nothing but pig trolls and sheep people. Sheeple. So there's that. So yeah, I'm an honorary Jesus for people apparently now. So there's that. Really is a shame to have to constantly be around so many brainwashed people. So it's a breath of fresh air being able to come here and talk with you guys and actually have you all understand what's happening. And feels like I'm actually not alone in this world, you know, and that seeing the truthers gives me the hope needed, you know, to see whether or not the world's actually going to change. So, and I think it will. So appreciate you guys coming in here. So stay tuned. I'm going to try and hop back on here tomorrow. And tonight I'm going to upload the music video the video that goes along with the song for the new thing I wanted to talk about. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Everyone, take care and keep your head on a swivel. And I'll see you guys later. Amish Space Station.